the face that you gave when you told her that was priceless. I mean, if you were like streaming live, that would have been freaking awesome.
Oh, Jacob does some shit like that. I don't like Jacob either. I'm just kidding. All right, so
with that being said, welcome back.
Jesus, see what she does
to I Hate That Shit.
Am I on camera?
Podcast about hating shit and loving life. Yes, ma'am, you are. That man we're talking to is the host, the one and only.
Hi guys, this is Bonnie. Hope this finds you well. Hope everyone's enjoying their day, cause I am. And we have a new guest today, huh?
Yeah.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
Go ahead,
He's a great
do your
guy.
thing.
So far, at least, I just met him. But he seems like a great guy.
Yeah, I try to be a great guy.
This is Brian.
My name is Brian. I am new to the Bonnie family.
Yes.
New to the Bonnie family. He will be part of... Bonnie's got an announcement that we're going to make later on.
Yes.
Oh,
so
okay. So I'll just keep my big mouth shut for right now.
And we kind of didn't forewarn
we didn't. We didn't tell him.
But he's a part of the announcement.
Yeah, he is. 100%. So...
It's part of the reason we're a little more... lackadaisical about the
everything.
episodes.
Yes, sorry about that, but
it's gonna work out. It's gonna
work out. It will be great, and you guys will know.
That being said, everybody's having a good day.
Yes. How about you, Liz?
Of course.
I miss Liz. I don't get to see her very much anymore.
Because
she's so super peaceful.
Busy.
I don't care if she's super busy or over there
so
working
peaceful.
her ass. Shut up. God, see how she is. See,
that's awesome. That's how you guys communicate. That's how your guys is.
But when I'm here, when I was here all the time, you were all bitchy about it, and now I'm gone, and you're all mopey and sad about it.
I was only bitchy because I had to pick your ass up. That's why.
And then you turn around and I didn't have a car.
She didn't have a car.
Oh,
and now that I have a car, about 2 weeks after I got the car, she was like, "I miss picking you up."
I know. Oh, it's true.
It's one of those things, you know.
So
you go
can
over
I just
and
give you a ride?
Well, I was so used to picking her up for a couple months. What did we do that for? A while, huh? Gee, it was a while. 4 months. November, December. When did you get your car?
I'm a car until June.
So 6 months.
May.
All right, so
May or
6
June.
months. December through
I don't know if it was
May.
6 months.
Yes, your car
it
broke.
Was something like.
When did you hurt your arm?
It was
in November. So I remember.
Let's just
whatever.
Let's move
wow,
on.
Let's move on. Yeah,
we're starting to go off track here.
We always go off track.
We don't need to talk about all of Liz's failings.
It's not a failing. Whatever.
I came back.
Some bullshit. Don't listen to her, folks.
I came back.
Whatever. That's right, and that's all that matters.
It
that
is
you
all
all
that
came
matters. Back. All right. Well, today I really don't have a topic today, folks. I think we're just gonna catch up and get to know Brian a little bit better. And
we'll all get to know Brian together.
Yeah. We could. Okay. Well, if we don't really have a topic, then let me just do a little bit of a rant right now. Okay. All right, folks. It's May. It's March. And that means it's voting season. So everyone get out there and register to vote, because in America, we have a democracy. And the only way that we get what we want is for us to vote for the people that we want in office that will do our bidding for us, because that's what it's supposed to be. Am I right?
Technically, yes.
Right.
Yes. Technically.
Yes.
But
right.
To be honest with you, with this last election, I'm not really too sure about if it was a true thing. So,
oh, you're one of those, huh?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, you and I can talk about that shit later on.
Yeah.
I'm going to just go home now that I did the introduction. I can see my time here is no longer needed.
Well, shut up, Liz.
I'll come back in an hour and stop the recording.
It's, you know what? Regardless, for me, regardless if you think it was stolen or not or whatever, your duty, your civic duty,
Amen,
is to vote.
Yes,
you
ma'am.
know, you don't have to like the person, but if their policies are what you think will move our country forward, then vote. Just vote anyway. Just vote. Even if you don't want to vote in the presidential election, vote local.
Oh God,
vote,
yes.
Vote local.
And to add to that, about the presidential election, the big elections, like you can go in, they're like primaries.
Right now that's what's going on right
shit.
now is the primary.
You can go in and that's how you choose the candidates.
Right.
Like, you're not just automatically given it's this person or this person.
Right.
No, like,
You have to elect from a pool to get that party's
the nomination.
candidate.
Yes.
And that's the same on local levels as
It
well.
is.
Like, governors and senators and all that.
well,
So you can go in and vote for who you truly feel, and then maybe
they make it.
They'll get it
when
it comes to the big
because they might not
election
exactly
where you have to actually pick someone.
Exactly, because you might like someone, but if you don't go and vote, it doesn't mean everyone else is voting either. So then you're like, damn, well, my candidate didn't make it, and it's because you didn't pick them in the primary.
You didn't take the 5 minutes to go
vote,
punch that little button.
Exactly. Or mail-in ballots. That's what I do. I am 100%. The last time I stood in line, I was in line for like 2-3 hours, and I said I would never do that again. And I don't. I just do mail-in ballots. And of course, there's problems with those. Of course, there's problems with every fucking thing going on in this country right now. I mean, serious.
You can follow all those conspiracy theories all you want.
Exactly.
And you'll never. It's
no,
like trying to tread quicksand.
Yeah, you go down that rabbit hole and it keeps going and going and going and going and going. So why bother? You have to be able to discern, right? You have to be able to have some discernment on which candidate or the problems that really matter to you the most in our country. But I think as a collective, I think we all care about the same things. I mean, we want our kids
country
to be good.
Safe. And,
safe. And we want our kids to go to good schools without them worrying about being shot up. I mean, there's this video yesterday. I was looking at this video, and they were saying they call them the aughts, right? The early 20s, right? 2000s, whatever you want to call them. They showed a video. It was like from maybe mid 95 to maybe the mid aughts, that they said they showed a school and everyone's all waving. It was high school and they're just going around waving and everything. And then they showed a video from, let's say, like a couple of years ago, kids learning their drills to hide from a shooter, an active shooter. They have bulletproof backpacks now, all of this shit. And the difference is, my kids were involved in an active shooter drill when they were in school, and it scared the fuck out of me. Yes.
Really?
Yes. Yes. They were. Summer was a junior and Whitney was a senior. I called Rocco. He came home. They were all on the news, and they were in the same classroom next to each other. And they're like, "Oh, Mama, we're scared." And it's like, what the fuck? And there's nothing I could do. Of course, it ended up no one got hurt. But still, just to know that your kids are involved in something like that. They have
commercials and stuff about it. I saw a PSA. It actually, every time I've seen it a lot. And I've seen like people react to it. It really tears at your heartstring. Because it's like, you remember those old back to school commercials?
Oh, yeah.
Where like, I got the new
The
notebook.
Skechers.
The Skechers. Or
Lisa
what
Frank.
was the notebook?
Oh, that's old school right there.
Oh,
we got the new trapper gear. Check out my JanSport. Like, check out my new hat. All this. They were doing it in that same fashion,
right?
And it started very happy and like, I got the greatest notebook. I got this. This is really gonna help me in life,
right?
And then it has like this kid. He's like, I got the best headphones that'll cancel out noise to help me study in the library. And all of a sudden, you hear pop in the back.
He does,
and it all starts going downhill to like, I got brand new socks that come in clutch, and she's like tying up her friend's leg because they got shot.
Exactly.
And like a kid in the bathroom standing on the toilet, like, "No, I finally got my brand new phone, so I can keep a hold of my mom."
Exactly.
And she types, "I love you," and then you hear like the footsteps in the bathroom.
None of us want that shit to happen.
Tragic.
It is tragic.
We did tornado drills.
Yeah, I know.
And thought a textbook over our head was gonna stop.
We just did fire drills. That's it.
And now they have like these pop-out safety rooms.
I saw those
in schools.
Yeah.
Like, this is fucking crazy.
Yeah. But that's what I was saying about getting people that vote. Okay, first of all, it wasn't like this until 2004 when the assault weapons ban ended. Then if you look at a chart, you can see the way that before the assault bans expired, there was like minimal shootings in school. Then all of a sudden it's gone up like 200%. We are in the month of March and there's already been 173 mass shootings in America. 173 since January.
And that has nothing to do with gun control. That's just straight up
stupid ass people.
Stupid
I don't
people.
have a problem with people having guns. It's not about the guns to me. I mean, we do have too many, but if you're gonna have guns, then what's wrong with the background check? We have to be able to drive. We have to be licensed. You have to be certified before you're a nurse. You have to be certified for so many things. You have to be licensed for so many things. But for some reason, we can't do it on guns.
But
Why?
And here in Arizona, we have that relaxed gun thing that. But there's states out there that require a 7-day
background check. What's
check.
wrong with that? That's not wrong with that, right? They should.
No, I don't see anything wrong with it.
No.
It's just that
But then you also have like loopholes.
You're right.
Like gun shows.
There's always loopholes.
And you can just go to another state
and buy one.
Yeah.
But when you're talking about that kind of stuff, it's not. A gun does not kill a person.
No.
A person kills a person.
Yes.
100%.
Right.
You can kill a person with a hammer.
That is true.
You can kill someone
I
with
agree
the
with
kitchen
that.
knives.
With a baseball bat. My favorite weapon of choice.
Well, yeah.
It
You know.
really
Body's
is.
apparently tried that one before.
Wrapped in
You know what? It's true.
You, sir, need to be careful in the future.
I will be painting eyeballs on the backside of my head so that I have eyes on the backside of my head.
Yes, ma'am. Whatever you want, ma'am. Better start becoming part of your...
Oh, that's spread in my DNA.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am.
But you know what I mean? I mean, those are some of the things. That, for me, is... I don't know if it's because I don't handle guns or that I'm just tired of seeing... I have grandkids that are in school, and to know that they have to go through an active shooting drill just breaks my fucking heart.
It's because stupid people do stupid things.
Mhm.
And that's the problem. And of course, people say, well, it's mental issues. That I agree can contribute to it. But also, if you are pissed off at someone... There was just yesterday on Twitter, there was this man, old white man, with another old white man. And they were fighting over a parking spot. And the other guy pulled out a gun and shot him. Just because they were arguing over a fucking parking spot. Really?
Yeah, well,
It was a good spot, damn it.
I mean... The parking spot was
You
empty.
don't. Sometimes you don't want to walk the extra 5 steps.
They were all in the handicap
That's why
damn
America's
spot.
heavy set.
Yeah, that's another thing. How can, speaking of, sorry, I'm veering off a little bit, but how can the world be obese and starving at the same time? Please, someone answer that.
I don't think the world is obese and starving at the same time.
They are.
There are people that are obese and the people that are starving.
Yeah, but it's in the same country,
And then
in the
Yes.
same street.
Exactly.
No,
Yes.
How you can go
I
right across
agree.
the street and it's like, oh my god, I got a refrigerator overflowing with food, and
Yeah.
then the guy across the street
Is
has
nothing.
eating
Yes.
canned dog food.
Exactly.
It's like
I agree with that. I've then seen. I'm sorry, I veered off, but that's another thing that really makes me mad.
There's a lot of
It's-
problems.
There is, and we need to tackle them. Tis the season to tackle the problems.
It's like,
That's
that's why there's like that saying they have now that America is like a third world country with a Gucci belt,
I can see that.
because you have like those kind of problems, and in like one place they don't have drinking water,
Yes.
and then a town over or something,
Right.
they're great.
Right. I agree.
It's
But
it's
that's-
so many of like
And
the
those,
big
it all goes
problems.
down to demographics too.
true.
That's a big problem, is the demographics. But I mean, why can't we fix these problems? it's the people that we put in office.
And the greed.
And the
It's
greed.
straight up greed.
Don't even start on the greed with me. Greed, inflation. I was at the grocery store today, and I cannot believe how expensive shit is. I was all like, a box of cereal is $7? Really? $7? I don't buy cereal, but, you know, I buy Rice Krispies, make Rice Krispie treats. But, I mean, I was like, $7? $6.99 for the smallest box of cereal? Really? People can't afford that shit. I couldn't even imagine raising my children right now. No way.
Well,
no way.
I have 3 little ones. Well, not little, but they're all at home. And when you go over and you go to the grocery store for one day and you're trying to get food for just one meal and it costs you $80.
Yeah.
And
Easy.
you're buying the off-brand stuff and you're still walking out there thinking, what the hell did I just buy when I can carry it out in one bag?
Well, yeah, that's exactly what they've said. There's reports that have come out talking about the greed inflation. Inflation is down, and a lot of people still don't feel it because of what's going on in our grocery stores, but they're just greedy. I mean, look at eggs. How much were eggs at the height of the pandemic? $10?
Yeah, something.
Weren't they like that? $10 for eggs. How about milk? I don't drink milk, but
it was like $8-9 for.
I can't even believe that.
But
I believe
where did y'all buy? I'm not saying it wasn't. I'm just asking, where did y'all shop?
I shop at Safeway and Albertsons and Fry's.
Yeah, that's usually where I go.
The normals.
I mean, I wasn't here for the pandemic.
No, you
where I
weren't.
was.
Yeah,
but
it was high out here.
Not like that.
Oh, it was out here.
But it
nasty
was
high.
like,
It was.
I
It
was
still is.
like,
It
where
never.
I
They put a
my
put
little
a cap up on.
podunk town. It was.
Well, see, that's where I should have been.
Yeah.
Because man, I'm telling you right now, this place was like.
You go outside of the city.
Yeah.
Yes.
You go over and.
But then they don't have everything you want either, though. If you go to those small,
damn freaking
small towns.
Empty shell.
Exactly.
Yeah. Even if you went and do those little podunk backwater towns, they still didn't have everything
that you need. But that's the thing about greed inflation is that these CEOs are making billions of dollars every year, and you have people who can't even afford to feed their families.
Yeah,
They're
but when
all
is enough
workers.
is enough?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like what was that?
Spend it all.
Yeah, you like $1 billion. Everybody, I forgot the exact number it was, but if you spent like $1 million a day, you still could not like every day.
Oh, I believe it.
You could not.
Oh yeah.
You could not spend all your money.
No.
So when is enough is enough?
Exactly.
I mean,
that's the problem. They just want power and money.
Yeah,
it's not about nothing else. They don't give a fuck about any of us, even though they're workers and us as consumers are making them rich. That's why me personally, I boycott a lot of places that I know that Walmart is the #1 place I boycott. I used to be the Walmart queen. I'm telling you, I was the Walmart queen. And then, of course, I found out some of their politics and some of this and that. Why am I going to go into Walmart? And they're really not even that much cheaper anyway. Why am I going to go into Walmart and give the CEO, one of the Waltons, she lives in a $25 million penthouse in New York, but her workers have to have food drives to take care of each other at Christmas time. That is why I do not shop at Walmart. That's the only reason. I'm not going to give someone who already sits in a $25 million penthouse while her workers, they can't even make their rent or pay their bills. Why? You can't pay them a living wage? That's the problem with people.
Yep.
I understand it's hard out there. I get that. But just like Brian says, there has to be a time when enough is enough. How much money is enough? I mean, shit, give me $1 million. I'd be happy with that shit.
I think it's the person.
It is the person.
It's when you get the wrong person to have the money.
Yeah,
I
but
agree.
even still, I mean, my family.
They do keep going and
They
getting
do.
greedy, but I mean, and I'm not defending any one of them by any means, way, shape, or form.
No.
But some of them do, at least on some level, even if it's a surface level, give back.
I agree with that.
Somehow, some way.
They do.
But it's still like,
Too much.
the wrong thing in the wrong person's hands.
Exactly. Well,
You know what I
okay,
mean? It's like-
now that's the
It's
thing.
like you give Thanos
Right.
The
the
Infinity,
Infinity
Stones.
Stones.
He's
gonna snap.
Right.
You give Iron Man,
Right.
he's gonna bring everybody back.
Exactly. I agree.
Although again, Iron Man
That's a-
wasn't necessarily
That's a very good
necessarily
analogy.
the
That's a
greatest
good one.
person.
Well, you
but-
kind of
That's a
went.
good one.
I kind of like you a lot more because you kind of geeked out on me right now, and I love that. You talking right now my kind of language.
But that's the thing, and I will right now here give you guys an announcement. This time next year, I'm going to run for office.
No
So,
kidding, really.
Yeah.
Like local office?
Yeah.
Oh hell, I'm voting for you 100 times.
Oh yeah.
And in 4 years, it'll be presidency.
It was
Amen.
But
and it's so funny because
You gotta
Liz,
get in somehow.
Yeah, Liz is the one. I am running for office, you guys, because I'm tired of this shit. And Liz is the one that said, you watch, in a year, Bonnie's going to be on a ballot somewhere. And you know what? She's right. Because I'm tired of sitting back watching the bullshit happen. I mean,
if someone stands up and starts doing something,
Exactly.
it's all just talking
It's all
BS
talk.
anyway.
It's all talk. It's all bullshit. And you know what? The thing that I've discovered, and because, you know, I love my politics, is that people sell themselves. They sell themselves. They sell their souls for money. For fame, for money, for access, whatever the case may be. We see it here in just with our local officials too. You know, we see it at the state level. We see it at the federal level. We see all of this, and everyone's all like, well, what can we do? Do something. Run for office. And if you can't run for office, then go fucking volunteer somewhere. Pass out flyers. Go sign people up to vote. Do something. That's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to run for office.
Hell yeah.
Just probably city council.
Hey,
But still, it's a
Something,
start.
Something.
It's a start.
hell yeah. Like
I mean, I'd go for mayor, but you know, I don't know about that
We'll
yet.
fill it out.
Yeah,
well, like
I'd
you
just
said,
fill
4
it out.
years. And like you said, 4 years, and then go over and put
Somewhere else.
mayor,
Well,
hell,
it
do
would be
governor.
what, 3 years?
Yeah,
3 years, you'd have to start running.
that's fine. But I want to do something, and
Hell yeah.
I really believe that I've always wanted to run for office, and I think at this age, I have a platform, I have the means, I have the support, so why not? And I am going to do it because I can't sit back and let this world just go to shit when I have grandkids. I'm not going to be here forever, but they still got a long life in front of them. Your kids too.
Yes,
And the
ma'am.
kids that Liz one day might have.
No.
Whatever, she's not having kids, people.
Yeah, see, I
She's
said
a
that
child,
too.
I did too.
No.
And I'm telling you, I swore on a Bible that I was not going to have kids,
No.
and then I met my wife, and I'm telling you right now, she granted me with the two of the most beautiful little kids I've ever seen in my
Yeah.
life, and I cannot think of anything I would rather have
I
than my
I'm
babies
so
looking.
happy for you.
But I'm telling you right now, you're gonna find
No.
someone, and you're gonna be like, and you're.
Don't put that bad juju on me.
You can have. I'm not taking on. I'll put all that.
Listen,
juju
I'm
on
right
you.
around the corner from menopause.
It's not.
And
No, you're not.
Fingers crossed.
Like
No,
what?
she's-
25.
I got
She
about.
is not.
I got about what, like 5 years.
No.
You're
5
only
to
like
10 years.
25.
No, she's old.
I am old.
But she's not that old. She's not old like me.
Within the next 10 years.
20.
Well, see, that's still a long
15.
damn time.
15.
We'll see.
15.
That is still a long
is.
damn time to
It
go
is.
over and say,
I'm
I'm not
not
gonna
to have children.
I'm not gonna have babies.
I said the same thing, dude. I said the same
Everybody
thing.
on the planet says that.
Yeah.
No.
Well, I do. I have 5 siblings, and
Whitney
3
and
of
Summer
them-
can have another baby
no,
for you.
no.
Okay.
3 of my siblings do not have children. And they're all girls. And 3 of them do not have children. And you know what? I don't know if I would want to bring a child into this world right now anyway. There's
I would.
war.
Yeah, but the thing about it is that with all the problems that we're having, that look of that little innocent
agree.
baby.
I mean, there's always going to be problems.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
that's true.
No matter.
even if you lived in Star Trek era,
That's
you're gonna have
true.
problems.
That is
Exactly.
true.
That
You're right,
spaceship's
but
going to
that
have
look-
something going on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that look though, huh?
That
look.
baby, that little innocent,
I know.
little big ass eyeball,
I know.
big ass ball head,
Mm,
looks up at
it's
you.
beautiful.
And you know what's even
literally
better?
tears you down.
When you hand it over and you wave goodbye to it. It's so
Even when you change
adorable.
that nasty ass diaper and it smells so bad and you're trying to get rid of it and you're like, oh my god, no, but and you're going through washcloths like it's going out of style. That baby's
You can
not
tell it's someone who's done it.
And then you're like,
more than one time. More than one time.
listen, I've changed diapers.
Not that
I'm
many.
Not as
I'm gonna
many
tell
as
you
a
right now.
parent.
Once you
No.
see that baby,
But
once you carry that baby in your belly for 9 months, and you pop that baby
that
out,
sounds.
I'll have one for you,
like
Liz.
A punishment.
I'll have one for you, Liz.
You gonna take care of it too?
No.
No, okay.
No, but I'll have one for you.
You can have it and raise it until like
18.
so,
16
25 when they got college degree
Yeah.
under their belt, and they
Yeah.
don't have to worry about anything.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
honestly think about. I haven't told Rocco this, so this is the first time I'm saying this out loud. But I have told him this before. But not adopting, but fostering some children. I mean, right now my life is a little busy, but hopefully here in the next 6 months or something, it'll slow down a bit.
No,
but
it's not.
well, whatever, probably not. But still, someone who's can take care of themselves. Like a teenager, because they always seem to get passed over, and just
They
like
do.
dogs in the
Pound.
in the
That
pound.
is the worst analogy you
I'm
could have
just
put in
saying,
It's
there.
no.
actually
It's
exactly.
true.
It's
this-
true.
It
It's
is.
100% true, but that is about the worst.
Why people love dogs? I love dogs, don't you?
I'll
All right then.
I'll slap
You-
someone for a
okay,
dog.
but you know what I mean.
I'll take a dog.
People
You
don't
can give me a
want.
dog.
People don't want to adopt or foster teenagers. They want babies.
You're right.
And just like people want puppies and not the older dogs. It's the same thing. And it's just like, no, that's not
I
right.
think it's because you want to raise it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like you want that bond,
Right.
And the
But then
joy
but when you
of
go over and have
raising a baby.
when you go over and have that teenager, that or that adolescent, that preteen, or even 5 or 6 year old, you get to remold them,
Right.
but then they can go over and give you feedback on
Right.
what you're not doing
I
right.
agree with that.
I
And
mean, if
that's-
you get an itty bitty baby, you
Yeah.
can mold it into whatever you want. But
right,
you can also do that with an 18-year-old.
I agree with that too.
Yeah.
I've
you know.
trained in my workforce. I've trained 16-year-olds to do a job, and I can mold them into whatever I want.
It's like being a coach.
Yeah, like a life coach or whatever you want to call
Nope,
it.
I agree with that. Well, because I with coaching and stuff, I've had kids, and some of the parents thought some of my ways were unorthodox, but at the end of the day, I still was bringing home championships.
That's right.
So fuck off. So anyway, but
Eat it.
So
I'm
you want a
ser-
new little champion?
Yeah.
Why
Wouldn't that
not?
be fun? I really, you know what? I really want to do something like that. And I really want us to play kickball this summer on a kickball league. Wouldn't that be fun?
That would be so fun.
You're going to do it?
Are y'all gonna start your own
Yes.
like softball, kickball?
Yes.
Yeah, but instead
Yes.
of softball, we'll have a kickball league.
Yes.
Well, no, I'm saying like
Yes.
maybe you do multiples.
Yes.
Well, the
'Cause-
problem is that
Because
it
we're
gets.
closed on Mondays anyway. So,
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
so we
can.
could
You could do
that.
a Sunday afternoon and a
We could.
Monday
That's
league.
true.
Or
Yes.
do like a Monday afternoon when it's not so hot, because it's going to get hot around here real quick.
Right.
And-
But we're going to do that. That'll
Hell
be
yeah.
fun, huh?
Hell
But
yeah.
I mean, but that's the thing, and if you choose to be the light in the world that we all are, because we're all full of light. Some people hide it better than others, but I think you have to go out there and actually do something for your fellow man, whether it's fostering or even being a big sister, big brother, right?
Oh, I love that
Yeah.
organization. I'm telling you right now.
all kinds of ways that you can give back without it having to be monetarily.
There's all kind of like mentorship
Yeah.
programs.
And I think it would
all,
help.
like all kinds, all across, like through schools, through the Big Brother and
Mhm.
Sister program, through like churches.
Mhm.
What are
Don't
they
even start on the churches.
over there? No, I'm just saying like they have like mentor, not that type of mentor,
I know, but you know what I'm saying,
genuine ones,
right? That's another
Um,
topic too. That's a good one. We
Community
should do
centers,
that. Write that down here.
they'll have.
Yeah, you might want to write that one down, because
Yeah,
that
'cause-
one's going to be like a 5-hour conversation.
Yeah, we could do that one. We're gonna do churches. I'll just say a little bit about that right now. Okay, first of all, if you go to church, it's good for you. I grew up in the church. Both my grandmas were preachers. My maternal grandmother, I swear, she was the one that had coffee with God every day. And I understand being drawn to that, But I think with my life experiences, I have come to realize that the church is a piece of shit. And the reason I say that is because I believe in Jesus. I believe in God. I believe in being kind to my fellow man. I don't need the church to tell me those things. I don't need the church to tell me how to be a good person.
They don't.
When they're over there being arrested for pedophilia, for this and that, we could go on. This is going to be a really good topic when we do talk about it in full. But don't get me started on churches.
I think we found your
trust,
rant.
Yeah.
For
there
you go.
My righteous rant. But I don't trust churches.
No, I
don't.
don't. The same thing could be said for basketball players.
That's true too.
Musical artists.
People just in general. I think
you get labeled. The church gets labeled for one thing that's something that happens.
I'm talking about my own experiences, though.
Well, I've had the same experiences. I grew up in not just a Southern Baptist house. But
that was me.
It was like
so you understand. You understand.
Strict.
Yeah.
And yes, there's like that time of frame. Like, why do I have to go over here and have someone yell at me on my day off, telling me that how I'm supposed to worship God?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That is a very good, valid point, but that is a representation of what you're wanting to feel at that time.
Exactly.
You don't go over and you take that word that he's trying to, or he or she,
right,
puts inside that word that he's given at the that week, saying, okay, we need to be kind, we need to be generous, we need to be loving, we need to be.
None of them do it though.
It's slipped away.
It has slipped away, and that's what I'm saying, because in my own personal opinion, the reason I left the church is because I saw hypocrisy like I could not believe. And it was just like, I'm not a hypocrite. So why am I worshiping at this church where I feel it's filled of tons of hypocrites? And I don't think that's right, because there's so many people in church that go and praise Jesus on Sunday, do all of that good stuff. And then the minute they walk out of the church, they're already bad-mouthing their friend. That's some bullshit. Have you not seen any of that? They're bad-mouthing the minute they walk out of the church and pastor tells them, have a good week, and they're leaving the church, going to go have their Sunday meal, and they're already bad-mouthing people. Well, that's bullshit. That is a reason why so many people have left the church here in America. Lots of people, the Catholic Church, the Christian churches, Southern Baptist churches, because people realize it's all fucking bullshit, because you're sitting here and telling me that you're preaching this, but you're not even living that. You're not even living what you're preaching at the pulpit every Sunday. You know what I'm saying? Because there are people that do that, and you see it, and then you're just all like, or how people are, oh, well, yeah, Jesus' teachings, feed the hungry, feed the poor. But yet you want to murder the people that are coming across our borders because they're trying to get away from a life of poverty and stuff. But you're okay with kicking them out? That ain't what Jesus said. Jesus said you take care of those kind of people. But you say you're a Christian, but you're not really a Christian if you're going to sit there and say, what, because they have brown skin? Is that it? Why? What's your point of these people that are coming over the border? Maybe you don't want more people in, but every single motherfucker in America is an immigrant.
That's the damn truth.
And people need to understand that. These people aren't coming over here to take your jobs. They're the only ones out there picking the cotton and the fruit anyway. I don't see no white Americans or any other Americans wanting to step up to the plate to do that. That's another reason why prices are high too, because we don't have the migrants coming in to pick the fruits and our vegetables for us, because there's a big ass invasion. But whatever. I'm sorry. That's my rant for today. But you know what I mean though, right? I mean, we are all immigrants anyway, unless you're Native American.
That's very true. Whether you came over in 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, or 20s, you still came from somewhere else.
Exactly. And that's what's so hard for me to reconcile with America right now.
But America was built on immigration.
Yeah.
This whole country was first founded for immigrational purposes. We left the white people left England for what?
religious persecution.
Yes,
persecution, taxes.
They were being oppressed.
And so they left it for a better world,
Right?
a better land, a better time,
And that's what they're trying to do.
And
no one gets that.
now it's 2024, and we're going right back to the 1500s, where King Henry, King George, or whoever the king was,
Preach it, brother.
was going over and trying to tax all of our people, trying to repress us.
Yes.
And now we're
doing it to other people.
You know, like
the oppressor always becomes the oppressed.
We don't learn from our mistakes.
Or the oppressed always becomes the oppressor. That's when we don't learn from our mistakes. Because, I mean, you cannot sit here and say that there's an invasion on the border or whatever the fuck people want to say. But if you really see, this is the thing that pisses me off about shit, is that people hear shit without even researching it. It's whatever people have told you about the border. It ain't true, people. Look at the stats. Look at what the government has with the people who have come over, people who are seeking asylum. All of those things contribute to why I say what I say. And there is no invasion on the border. I mean,
but like the best was when they did that caravan to the border in Texas.
Yeah. Yep.
And they got there and there were like nobody coming through, and they're like, well, this is lackluster.
Yeah, exactly.
But with that being said,
what?
You got to remember.
What?
You're not alone.
That's
very true.
We're not alone. We're all in this shit together. It is so true. And I think that people need to understand that. We need to come together as a community. In the 80s, there was this thing called I don't know, because I know maybe some of you out there know, it was called the harmonic convergence. It happened in Chaco Canyon in New Mexico. It was people all around the world gathered hands at the same time. And it was called the harmonic convergence. We all tried to lift each other up. You know how they have portals and that God, what's that vibe that you feel? That they were trying to do is the harmonic convergence. Look it up, people. You'll be very impressed with that. But that's what I think we need to do again. Remember the Coca-Cola commercial?
Do another Hands Across the World.
America, we did that, Hands Across the World. Remember that Coca-Cola commercial? It's old, but they were like singing, what's that song, Buy the World a Coke? Remember, they're all up on that mountain. It's old. Well, you two are too young.
I'm sitting here trying to rack my brain.
Yeah, never mind. Do you remember? Well, you probably have seen it.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's the thing. Why do we have to be so angry and hate each other because we're different? A
lot of it has to do with that goes back to how you were raised. Mm-hmm. Because I mean, you know what, 100 years ago, a colored man and a white man stood on the same side of the street. Someone was going to get curb stomped.
Yeah.
And
it ain't the white guy.
It's definitely not going to be the white guy.
No.
So
I agree with that too.
I mean, you go over and you get these old ass bad. I don't even really know how to put this delicately. But yeah. I'm just saying.
You can say you don't have to put shit delicately. You can say whatever the fuck you want to say. It is called "I hate that shit" for a reason. Right, Liz?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're good. What do you got to say? Go ahead, just say it.
I mean, you get these people that are prejudiced and racist and prejudiced, I guess is the best word there. And you put them, you get 4 or 5 of them together, then they get a militia going. Yep. And then it's the same thing going on. It's why does this person over here who worked their ass off have more than I do? Mm-hmm. And then they start labeling it. It's like, okay, well, this person's got a great job. They went to school. They put the time in. They put their effort in, and that's why they have it. But
right.
It's because you got black skin. Mm-hmm. That's the reason why I hate you. Mm-hmm. Because I can't think of any other reason why I should hate you other than
your skin color.
I don't like the way your eye color is, your hair is, or your skin color.
Yeah.
You know, if you cut me open, guess what you're going to find?
Yep.
Blood, muscle, all that.
Yep.
If I cut open a black person, guess what? Thing. It's going to be the same color blood. I don't care what you...
I agree. And that's the thing. It's just... when you sit here, we sit here and we're talking about just shit that's going on in the world. You know, well, let's maybe switch a little bit of gears and say what's good in the world. What is good in the world? Let's each say something and then we'll wrap it up. What do you think that's good in the world? It's hard to think, huh?
I think that if you get past like what the media shows us, the hate and
The media sucks.
well, I mean, and that's what I'm saying. When you get past that, what's thrown in people's faces all the time, all the hate and all the violence and all that, there are actually like good people and good things.
There
There
is
is.
good people.
There
There
is
is.
It's
good
just
people.
you have to stop looking at what you're being fed
I agree.
and get off, like stop looking at the news and stop looking at
Go out and take a
the
walk.
movies and
Yeah.
stop
Yeah.
looking at social media, and you have to
Mhm.
like actually go out and see the world. And when you do, and you actually start talking to people,
Mhm.
you realize that there are
Yeah, but
genuinely good people, even if you don't agree with them, even if you think like, oh, you're kind of an asshole, but
Yeah,
like
but I'm not
at your
gonna-
core,
yeah,
like
right.
we're not gonna hang out, but at
Right.
your core, like you're not the worst person in
Yeah.
the world.
Exactly. I agree. That's a very good point,
But
Liz.
when you go over and start thinking it like that, you're still putting that prejudice thought in your mind. Like, it's just a person.
right.
You know,
Yeah.
hi, my name is so and so,
Well,
and then you just you don't have to be. You don't have to be.
I feel like even though with the prejudice that you may have with that, if you're still willing to
It
go
could change your
above
mind.
the prejudice,
I
Yeah,
agree.
you could
Yeah.
change
and
your
still
mind.
confront them,
right.
that that shows that like you're willing to, and that kind of goes with the like at your core,
Right.
like you might be an asshole, you might have problems, but at your core,
Why, you're an asshole too. Shit.
who the fuck are you to
Well, we made
speak?
some progress today.
Just kidding, Liz.
Bonnie and I are going to couples counseling.
But you know what? You're right. And I mean, I'm sitting here trying to rack my brain about saying something that's good in the world, and I can't right now. I mean, on a,
Some really nice
personal
sunsets.
on a personal note, of course, my life, I'm blessed. I have a beautiful family. I have great friends. We get to do this. I mean, on a personal note, my life is.
But
is
that's your
good.
own personal bubble,
Right. But as you see the world as a whole, women are getting their rights taken away from them left and right. Kids are being shot in school.
Say it's,
We have politicians that are corrupt up and down the board. I mean, what? I mean, climate change.
It's easier
you know?
to connect with people on a personal level because of social media and the internet. And I'm not praising social media. Don't
What do
get me
what
wrong.
do you mean by that?
But like you get to meet people all around the world, and you get to the world's a lot smaller because of it.
But how many of those people are really fake people, though?
Okay, but how many are real?
That's what
The-
exactly.
God,
See, that is-
negative Nancy
you don't know.
over here.
I am.
But
I really am.
But
You
it
said find something
I
good.
can't.
I try to find something good. I throw something out there, and you immediately fucking shoot it down like I'm the dumbass
You're
because
not
I
no
do
dumbass.
exactly what you asked
Shut
me
up.
to do.
No, I agree with you. There are good people in the world.
Yeah, Twitter's amazing. I
love Twitter.
I hate Twitter.
I love Twitter.
I can't
Like
stand
I said, I'm not like praising social
No.
media because it has the
Yes,
bad.
it's way bad.
Very much outweighs the good.
I agree.
But there are good too.
I
If
agree.
you really
You can find a good recipe.
try to have some kind
True.
of
Very true.
positivity in your life, Bonnie,
I do have lots
you
of
could find
positivity.
something.
I don't know.
You
girl.
might have to reach.
I would
It
have
might
to-
be a stretch
It
of
would
a
be a
good
big
thing, but
stretch.
you can find.
I'm trying.
Something.
I'm trying. How about
Bonnie's gonna be in politics. That's maybe might end up possibly being a good thing.
Or
We'll see how it
devil's
goes.
advocate, being that could be a bad thing. It could be like the downfall of Bonnie's beautiful
might-
personality.
Oh shit! No.
End up
No.
It could happen.
just
I mean,
like the rest of them.
she gets corrupted, and the next thing you know, it's like
You know what? Like Liz was saying, in my core, there's no way. I'm just not that person. I don't give in to peer pressure. I'm not that person who gives a fuck about what anybody thinks of me. I just never have. My girlfriend turned 40 and she goes, "Now I understood what you mean by you don't suffer fools." I don't care what people think of me. They're not paying my bills. They're not sleeping with me. You know, I
Amen.
didn't give birth to them. I don't give a fuck what they think. If I come with you with good facts and good policy, what more do you need? Right? That's what you want, someone who sees the same vision you do. And those are the kind of people we need in office. And I'm just saying, that's it. So you guys
Vote for
are all,
Bonnie.
She's gonna
Vote for
run
Bonnie.
on the platform of "You're not alone."
Yeah. And you know what? Go ahead and, okay, the questions that they probably will ask, have you done drugs? Yes, lots of them.
Multiple
I
times.
mean, why would you lie
But this
about
is
that?
Arizona.
I mean, but like how Bill Clinton said, what did he say?
I never
I
inhaled.
I never
inhaled.
inhaled. What?
That was also very different.
Yeah, but
time.
see,
There was a different time. That is very true. That is very true. And see, there you go. There's Liz. There's my happy spot. Liz is right about the progress we have made in America. We have come a long way in a lot of different ways. But if you go and buy pot stocks, you'll be very, very happy. Do something.
FYI, for the people out there, this is a public service announcement for you to
Go buy pot stocks. I mean, hopefully they will ban. I mean, they're going to reschedule it. So that's good. It shouldn't be with heroin and cocaine. Pot should not be with heroin and cocaine.
Yeah,
I'm
but
sorry.
see, during that '80s dare thing, they labeled it as a
Yes.
starter drug.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah, it's a gateway drug. Yeah. I don't think so. Nah. I've been doing it way too long. Okay. Anyway, let's wrap this up, folks. You got any last words to say, honey?
Thank you for having me today.
Yes,
I
we-
really enjoyed this. This is the first time I've ever done anything
It won't be
like
your
that.
last either.
I hope not. I mean, this is kind of fun.
It is fun.
You're gonna be contractually obligated from
Yeah.
this point forward.
Yeah, to come on.
If you have to
I
take
don't
my
know if
blood,
you
I don't really do good with needles, but
I don't know if you
Either.
read the
The contract.
contracts that you signed. This
Before
is
you
part of it.
heard. Okay, I fully understand now why I was asked to have a lawyer present. Okay, got it.
What about you, Liz?
No. I'm
No,
good.
you good?
Thanks for coming on.
Yes,
Thank
we.
you.
This was a good discussion. We know it was all over the place, but we're just talking. This is the way we normally talk. Me, I could go on for hours, but you know, I
That's
just.
why I'm here.
I know Liz has to cut me off. Look at
Cut
you.
you off like 3 times. You still kept going.
She
You
hit
just
that
have
little button
Jacob
over there.
Make a short of every time I try to cut you off.
Jacob, you know what you need to do. You already know. So.
Yeah, especially since I caught that first thing you said
Oh,
about Jacob.
I know. Whatever.
We're gonna see who he listens to from now on.
You know what?
It's
Don't-
still gonna be you.
I know, because he loves me. But anyway, don't let shit get you down. You're not alone. We're all in this shit together. Don't forget it. Peace.
Those.